Hello everyone, this is your bi-weekly dose of Go Hate, Sotsu Hate, in fact. This is gonna have spoilers for Umineko, Higurashi Original, Higurashi Gou, Higurashi Sotsu. Also trigger warnings for discrimination against Go fans. I'm Des.
I'll try to spoil Higginbana too, even though I don't know anything about it.
Good.
Hi, I am the Persona 3 user, Horsecam.
I play Ace Attorney, Anonymous.
It's me, Yensid. I have nothing to say.
Okay, and it's me, Sayome. Sadly.
Okay, weird introduction, but...
I mean, because this episode is gonna be nothing, like fucking...
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yes. So, we just watched the newest episode. So this episode's gonna be about EP5 and 6 of Higurashi Sotsu, and there's really not much to talk about because, hey guys,
What?
Remember when the Cry Answer arcs used to be their own thing and earn their own place in the series instead of just being a copy-paste?
Yeah, what's going on? Did Ryukishi forget what an answer arc was?
Yeah.
It's not just repeating the old arcs.
What if Ryukishi just wrote this in like 2 minutes and went, alright, this works, and just sent it off to the fucking anime?
Speedrun!
He spent 3 months writing this shit.
Nah, there's no way he spent 3 months. He spent like 3 months.
Months or
He
years?
probably spent 3 months in like 2 writing sessions that lasted like 10 minutes to write all of Go and Sotsu. We're like, oh, it says 3 months because it was like, oh, it was the time I started and the time I finished. Because I started like a work on that first week and then I totally forgot about it.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know if Yukishi can't fucking write it anymore. I'm fucking scared for Sequoia face too, honestly.
Sotsu has like a really fucking lethal combination of simultaneously being the most literal interpretation of what an answer arc to a story could be, and also being that answer arc to the least mysterious when they cry story so far.
Yeah.
Because, like, if they did this answer arc approach to, like, Higurashi or Umineko, it'd still be kinda bad, but you'd be learning things. With this, there's just nothing.
It'd be so boring if Umineko or Higurashi questions like answer arcs were like this. Miyakashi is kind of like that, but like Miyakashi has way more like different scenes and like fucking character and shit. Not this bullshit.
Definitely. Miyakashi introduces you to Shion's character, because in Watanaga she is just a character, but in Miyakashi she is the character. She's the main protagonist. Then you're introduced to Satoshi and his relationship with Shion, and you get to learn all of these things. Whilst here it's just like, hey, you knew Rika would drown in poopy water, but you didn't see Rika drown in poopy water.
Whoa!
That's what...
Oh wait, we didn't even do our, like, intro about our days.
True. Okay, so...
Let's just do that multiple minutes into the episode.
As you may have noticed, on the last episode we introduced the same shit we do on the book club, which is talking about our days. And we had to do that because Sotsu has so little substance that we have to fill our episodes with something. So, people, what have you been doing these past 2 weeks?
Wait, we have a new podcast segment?
Yes, Anon.
Were you not here in the last episode?
I don't like change, I'm unsubscribing.
Shut the fuck up. Anon, since you're fucking being an asshole, what have you done? Like,
Yes, what have you done?
The Great Ace Attorney.
Sure.
I played it like non-stop for 2 days straight.
That's pretty nice.
I think since you've played the detective game for 2 days straight, I think you're finally able to understand what mystery has been going on Go, because we really need an Ace Attorney for this.
I wish an Ace Attorney would sue Ryukishi, and he would have a funny Ace Attorney style breakdown.
Yeah.
Alright, so Al, you're the detective. Do you think that Satoko is the culprit in Sotsu?
I don't know, I feel like it might be a red herring, because he's making it a little obvious that Satoko's the culprit, and I mean, Ryukishi wouldn't, like, make a culprit that obvious, would he?
No.
I feel like Rena was kind of sus this arc, not gonna lie.
Rena kind of
Whoa,
like...
yellow
she's
sauce, question
being
mark?
a little bit too happy. Like, she's the only one that's happy part of the group. Everyone's, like, freaking out and being sad. Well, like, Rena's being, like, just kind of been happy.
How did we start the talking about our day because we have so little to talk about with Higurashi and then start talking about Higurashi
I have no idea.
in the middle of it?
Yeah, we're not making a good case for
No.
ourselves.
Someone went on to continue talking about Sotsu.
Horsegame, shut up. Don't talk about Sotsu. Talk about your day.
Yeah, you know what I did in the last 2 weeks?
What did you do?
I played Tokyo Mirage Session Sharp FE.
Oh, God.
Fucking that game is very, very bad in terms of its story.
It's the Fire Emblem side.
Yeah, it feels like the Atlas's B team who weren't working on Persona 5 was like, oh shit, yeah, we promised everyone we'll do a SMT X Fire Emblem game, and I guess we'll have to do it now. So they were like, let's just throw some random story that has nothing to do with Fire Emblem or SMT. This is about, yeah, because it's about idols for some reason.
But it's about idols, you say?
Yes.
Oh no, Duel of my fan.
Yes, finally.
Alright, so instead of talking about weird JRPG, I will talk about the game I've been playing, Drakengard 3.
That's a weird JRPG.
No, it's an action RPG.
Same thing.
Okay, so tell us about it.
So I played, like, Nier Automata a few months ago and, like, really liked it. And I started a bit of Drakengard 1 on PS2 a while back. And it's a game with not good gameplay at all, which kind of probably works for what it's going for, but I just didn't feel like playing it. But so then I started emulating Drakengard 3 on my laptop with a 60 FPS patch, because Drakengard 3 on the original PS3 had fucking horrible performance. It was so bad that a lot of people had to turn their PS3s to 480p resolution mode so their game would run faster. Anyway, Drakengard 3 is a very fucking weird, funny game with a bizarre tone. Like, so the game just starts out with a narration about the story, and then your protagonist just stabs the narrator and then just starts killing people. And, like, the plot is basically just, like, anime gender-swapped God of War with the angriest woman ever killing all of her sisters and being horny.
It's the voice actress for Edelgard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up with Fire
Whoa,
Emblem. I
Edelgard!
don't think
Edelgard! Oh my god, I love Fire Emblem.
all I know is she's a lesbian.
Yeah, Drakengard 3-0 is a great fucking protagonist. She almost gives off, like, Travis from No More Heroes if he was a femdom energy. A lot of Drakengard 3 feels more like a post-No More Heroes Grasshopper Manufacturer Suda51 kind of game than a Yoko Taro game. Because just this weird, vulgar, very horny, janky action game about how evil your protagonist is.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and also, like, the horniness is, like, to fucking 11, but I think it does have kind of a point, because I feel like around the game came out in, like, 2013, and, like, I feel like around that time, Japanese games, the Japanese games industry got, like, a lot fucking hornier for, like, market purposes, and I think Yoko Taro was kind of trying to parody that of just, this is the logical endpoint of fan service in Japanese games, because, like, everyone in the game is just fucking sex-obsessed murder maniacs.
Uh-huh.
Just like real life.
Umineko.
One of the sidekicks who you recruit, all the sidekicks you recruit are your boy subs. One of the sidekicks you recruit is this old man with a massive dick who, he looks like an old man, but he is 22, and he just had sex so much that he just looks like an old man.
What?
What the fuck?
During combat, there's just, like, a lot of funny lines from the other people in your group, but during one fucking fight, another character will just comment that the old man is just measuring his dick just on the sidelines of the battlefield.
Wow, so that's where Xenoblade is going, huh?
He just pulled his dick out and measured it, as the
Wait,
other people were fighting monsters.
Does he actually?
I remember when Oishi
Oh
did
my
that.
god.
Not on screen.
What the fuck?
That's interesting. Yense, honestly, you kind of sold me on the game.
I really do recommend it. Like, the gameplay is actually pretty fun if janky. The camera's really fucking bad, but like, and the performance is still like kind of awful, but not too debilitating on an emulator.
Okay.
But, like, yeah, it is just a fun, interesting game with a lot of good elements.
Okay, Sayome, do you want to say something really quickly?
What am I supposed to say? Like fucking. I don't know. I was on a date with Emilia. But
Okay,
yeah.
so Sayome is the only one getting W's.
Yay.
Anyway, so Sotsu time.
I have not been in a single Sotsu episode, have I?
Weren't you in the first one?
Was I in the first
I don't
one?
think so.
You should know.
So what is your opinions on Sotsu?
Oh,
What do you think about the themes of the story?
it's pretty bad. I mean, I know I trashed Go pretty hard on the final episodes of
Go.
the Go log, but Go seems god tier compared to Sotsu. Like, seriously, I mean, how has it been an entire anime so far of rehashing Go, but from a different perspective, and sometimes new scenes and characters that really don't amount to anything, because it's just gonna have the same ending that, it had in Go.
I don't understand what is the reason for this second season?
Money!
Pandering.
I guess.
Money, money, money,
I
money,
think that makes me realize my biggest problem with Sotsu is that, okay, sure, we get some new scenes every now and then, but we know how each arc is going to end. We know exactly how all the main scenes are going to go. The mystery hasn't been all that difficult, to be honest. And so we basically know the answer.
Like she even showed us the culprit before the answer even started.
That's true.
Yeah, wait, that is true.
That's why. Okay, yet another thing pointing towards my Bern Castell Game Master's theory.
Fucking hell.
You will see.
This guy.
Shut the fuck up. Stop trying to make sense of this. This is just a cash grab. Like fucking.
Yeah, I guess
At
that
the end, there's gonna be funny, like Seconia Phase 2 out now or something.
we'll be introduced to the cash grab witch.
Oh, wow.
So I was gonna summarize the past few episodes. So last week's episode, the episode opens up with the curry competition, and Satoko is being the little fucking rebel she is and
Dude,
destroying the food.
what a bitch.
Yeah,
Why is this in your answer
like,
arc?
god fucking damn it, Satoko. Like, that really pisses me off. Like, wasting food, that's...
Mass murder is okay, but wasting food.
I mean, it's not wasting food if you're resetting the timeline, if you think about it.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I mean, I could blow up the entire world and reset the timeline, and it doesn't affect the world now.
No, yes,
I got-
Okay, if you murder someone in a fragment and then travel to another fragment, you didn't unmurder them.
yeah,
well,
they're still dead on that fragment. You just moved on to another.
I mean, it doesn't affect your current. It doesn't affect you personally. Like, no one could try you
Wow,
for a
that's
crime.
selfish. Okay, horse game.
What the
No one
fuck
can-
does that mean?
Why are we just having a philosophical debate right now?
Look, if I kill someone, another fragment, and then fucking do whatever Rika or Satoko do to travel to another fragment. Yes, I have killed someone in a different fragment, but I also that only affects me mentally. But
Dude.
no one else would know about
People
it.
die when they are killed.
Okay, if I stab someone in a country and then travel to another country, that person isn't dead.
No.
Fine.
That's not how it works. Fragments are not countries. Fragments are different. Are parallel
Well, I
universes.
mean-
You go to another fragment.
You don't
but
kill someone in one parallel.
This is literally just a philosophical debate. I swear to God, you're not gonna get a good answer out of this.
Does
Okay,
this
but
mean
like-
if people from two parallel universes are two different people?
horse game. Even if you go to another fragment, the people in that fragment are still there, and the person is still dead. Like, we see Keiichi on a fragment after Rika died. Dude.
It doesn't affect me. So that fragment's better off not existing anymore.
You are so selfish.
What the fuck is this self-centered logic of if killing someone doesn't affect me, then I didn't kill someone?
Yeah.
What?
I mean, it works because it's no one would know except
Horse
me.
game. Horse
No one
game.
else would know that I killed someone
Horse game.
except me.
Okay, if
sure,
I-
everyone in that other fragment would know, but like no one.
No,
in the
no,
new
no,
ones
no,
would
no,
know.
horse
Okay,
game.
if
Wait
there
a
was a
minute.
baby If there was a baby that no one knew was born and I smothered it, I didn't murder a baby because no one else knows.
I wish that baby were Satoko.
Natsuhi.
Natsu, shut
You
up.
can't prove that you did. No one can prove that you did it because you're no longer there.
Horsecam, you are the kind of person who would leak ice cream on a store and then just place it there again.
This would make an interesting Ace Attorney case.
Oh, that it would.
Time travel is a weird one. They're not dead. They're dead, but also they're still alive. So technically, you didn't murder anybody.
You're honored.
You just
You
murdered
just
a
make
different version.
you just make clones of an entire timeline. It's not like they aren't dead.
I mean, yeah, they're dead, but like
Morality is subjective.
it's the same person in a different timeline.
Killing isn't inherently bad.
Like if I kill someone else's clone, is that killing somebody?
Yes.
If I
What do
kill
you
clo-
mean? If I kill an identical twin, well, there's one left, so they're
Well-
fine.
No, not an identical twin because they're still born. But like, say a clone exists, they weren't born.
What do you mean a clone wasn't born?
You know what? This is some interesting philosophical discussion about clones.
I mean, clones most clones are just kind of, especially in science fiction, most clones are like, oh, they're not really born traditionally. They're like grown in a lab.
That's not what's going on here.
How does being grown in a lab make you not born?
In fact, I'm making a different reference that like none of you will understand because none of you have seen the show.
Horsecam.
How does being grown in a lab make it not
Big
birth?
Bang Theory.
You are not a real.
If a baby crawled out of a rock, and if a baby was born from a rock, would that not be birth because it didn't come out of a person?
What?
Yes.
Where are we going?
Yes,
This baby was not born.
I have to. I'm doubling down on this. Okay, I did not kill anybody. If I kill someone in a
harder.
fragment,
Cope hard.
Sadako is not a murderer. Sadako
Yes, she is.
Sadako is an innocent child.
She has killed more people than most murderers on our planet
You're
have.
gonna get cancelled.
Sure, her kill count's gotten larger and thanks to Go, but it means nothing because none of them exist.
Is it possible to be a murderer if there are multiple timelines? Because if I murder someone in one timeline and stay in that timeline, I could just say, like, well, what about the other ones?
Oh my god. Yes, that's how it works.
No one is a murderer.
But can you prove it?
Yeah, murder is now. All crime is now legal. Through this loophole. This is how we solve crime. So all murder is now legal.
Okay, so
All other crimes are legal.
if you kill someone and go to prison, all you gotta do is pray really hard for Changyun to hear your prayers, make you a whooper, and then you'll be absolved of your crime.
Yeah.
Okay, horse scam. If I shot you in the chest and you're bleeding out on the floor, and I was just like, okay, I'm going to switch timelines. See, are you just fine with that?
Yeah.
What?
You're
I mean,
still
yeah.
dead.
I mean, the other parallel universe would know.
No, he
Oh my
wouldn't.
god.
No, he wouldn't.
There would be two versions of you, and the version of you that is you would be dead. You wouldn't exist.
Sure, I don't care.
Yes, you do.
You don't care about being dead. Why are you alive?
Why am I alive? Because I'm forced to live every day.
Just become like John McAfee, where like, all right, so quantum immortality. If I die, I just go to another timeline. You see, and then
exactly.
Then in an interview, he just takes out a gun and tries shooting himself, and it doesn't work.
That's not how quantum immortality works.
And he's like, "See, I'm quantumly immortal."
Wait, is that real?
Yes, during an interview, John McAfee like did Russian roulette just next to the interviewer, and he was like, "See, I succeeded.
Wow.
Quantum immortality."
Oh man, he wasn't quantum immortal enough.
Nah, he's fine in another timeline. It's okay.
Anyway, I think we should get back to the summary of the episode. So, after Satoko is a fucking child and, spoils everyone's food, we see the same shit we've seen, aka Mion doing Mion stuff doesn't really matter, but at the end of the episode, at the end of the episode, Shion is given a taser, which is bigger than her hand.
Yeah, dude, it's like, it's the size of her face.
Yeah. And okay, so remember how in the original, the taser would like put you to sleep for like 15 minutes if you were hit with it. Shion survives 2 tasers. How does Shion survive that shit 2 times? That's a thick ass plot armor Shion has. And also she just drops the taser while fighting Mion. Mion confronts her and then Shion just drops the taser and flees. Like the fucking dumbass she is.
Wait, does a taser kill in one hit? Because I thought, like...
It doesn't kill, it puts you to sleep in 1 hit.
No, it shocks you.
Well, duh.
If you take a lot of shocks, it might be knocked out.
Okay, because, like, I thought, didn't it, like, kill Grandma just because she's fucking old and decrepit?
Yes.
And it killed Mion because she was on a fucking ladder?
Yes.
So what is the other thing that makes it so that it puts you to sleep in 1 shock?
No, it's just...
It's very powerful.
That's what I'm saying. It's so powerful that it just puts you to sleep for a long ass time. But Mion was on a ladder and Oreo was old as fuck. So they just died.
Yeah, but how do we know what the normal the normal baseline of being shocked is?
You're putting...
Because Shion tases Keiichi when he sees Mion on the underground base. And then he wakes up again. Remember? Attached to the table?
Well, he is a bit of a soy cock.
You know, you're putting more effort into this than Yukishi did by thinking about this, right?
True. That is very true, Simon. So, what else did I have? I have something to talk about that episode, which is that finally someone in charge of the design of the characters said, you know what, maybe Oishi shouldn't have a cat mouth. And they removed the cat mouth. Oishi finally has a regular mouth. And he looks so good.
No!
Cowards, the lot of
Oh, my favorite! You ruined Oishi! Oishi's character is
He
ruined!
still looks like shit.
I knew Sotsu was ruining characters. First they ruined Mion's. Luckily they haven't ruined Shion's yet, because Shion's just dead.
Talking about Shion's death, I like how finally someone in this show struggles when they die. Unlike Rina.
I mean, she was getting choked to death.
Yeah, so was Rina.
And then fucking my favorite moment of that episode is when Mion goes, "Oh shit, I just killed Shion! Oh no, what have I done?"
Yeah.
After literally going, die!
After tasing her 2 times and strangling her, she was like, oh, I can't believe I killed a person.
Cries! And just cries.
I was just playing.
Yeah, like, it's so fucking awful.
Fucking what the fuck was going on? No one has ever done that remorse for killing somebody under L5. It's not like they're going under, like, a split personality.
Yeah, that was weird, because, like, shouldn't it be that you're just in that mode of personality?
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, just always thinking that you're justified instead of being like, oh god, what have I done?
No, I think you can regret stuff.
Or, like, at least, like, after, like, a while, but not, like, 1 second switch.
Well, Mion did have that extreme resistance to the syndrome, so I guess
Okay, but like, what if she just wasn't injected? Satogo just fucking threw the thing away.
Yeah, okay, the one thing we really need to see is the thing that Sotsu doesn't show us. Like, how did that happen?
He just stabbed her in her ass like fucking...
I think Ryukishi just couldn't come up with a plausible explanation for that shit, so he just didn't show it.
I'm still convinced that it was injected in her ass as, like, the actual plausible solution.
Yeah, like, what else? Like, what else?
Yeah, I mean...
Like, then she wouldn't feel it.
Her ass is so fucking, like... You know what? What if she... You know, like, they have... I forget what they're actually called, but, like, the little things that go into your butt, and you just have to shove it up your butthole. What if Satogo did that? And, like, played off as a prank?
Game, what are you saying?
No, I mean the cheek.
That's not, that's not how injections work. That's not how injections work.
No, it's not an enema. What's it called?
Oscar, you should go to a different doctor.
No. I know what he's talking about.
I know what he's talking about, which is why I'm like... Bro, stop.
Yeah, I know.
You guys never just inject heroin into your friend's badonkadonk?
No.
No.
I mean, I haven't done heroin, so I haven't done that. You just want to try that out?
Cringe. I'm joking. Please don't do heroin. We do not endorse that.
I'm fine. I'm a big creature.
Probably.
So
I mean, look, should the government really be able to regulate drugs?
okay, this is not.
Jamaica
No,
moment.
this is where we all come out as fucking, what's the fucking based ideology of fuck government?
Suppository!
That's my favorite ideology.
Oh yeah, that's what this is.
Suppository.
No, I forgot the fucking
Suppository.
name. I
Everything
forgot the
goes up
fucking
your
name.
ass.
Shut up.
Okay.
And that's how everything you treat every political idea. Up your ass.
Yes. This is how we give vaccines to anti-vax people.
Just shove it. Yeah, just do the Satoko approach. Just shove it up their ass while they're getting like some tea.
Yes.
Oh wait, libertarian. I'm a fucking idiot.
Anyway, are we done talking about this episode? Should we move on to the next one?
Sure. Oh my god, we already have 35 minutes.
Don't worry, Anon. We'll reach.
was
We we're discussing many shit. Like we're cool. So
We will reach 3 hours.
we have we have
First 3-hour
reached
episode. Let's go.
the last episode of this arc, which half of the episode is what we got on the original episode, including
Reusing animation.
the animation error of the rust on the gate, which wasn't when Rika is speaking with Keiichi on the school gate. On the first shot there isn't rust on the gate, then on the next shot there is rust on the gate, and on when we first saw this back in Go, we thought, maybe Keiichi is hallucinating and that's blood, and that's why his perception going like but no, it's actually just yet another animation error that this fucking show has.
Yay!
Amazing.
Don't you love it when they use animations?
Yes.
Okay, wait, no. But why was it? It was also unrusted again this episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, why?
You're reusing animation.
It's still so fucking weird to me that this anime was just produced so poorly that what everyone thought was a clue was just what was happening at face value as an animation error.
I mean, to be fair, I also thought, oh man, that's a nice red herring. Ryukishi's made Satsuko. I wonder who the real culprit is. Oh, it's actually really that obvious.
Yeah, it's just the solution was just so obvious that we didn't fucking, or at least we personally didn't consider it, and everything else was so badly done that we considered it.
I mean, didn't we have this discussion for the, whatever the crap, Watana Damashi, for Go, our podcast episode? Did we have the same discussion, like, oh man, wow, I wonder why Satsuko was so emotionless, why she was accusing everyone, wow, I wonder what's going on,
Satoko-sas.
I thought at that time, I was like, no way, that it's such a stupid answer as, oh, Satoko is the culprit, little friggin' I could crush her skull with one of my hands.
Satoko, like, everyone thought it was Satoko the culprit by the time of by the time of the end of this arc in Go, everyone Satoka's the culprit.
Yeah.
I would say most of us thought Satoko was the culprit, and only a small amount of people thought Satoko was the culprit at the end of the first arc. Only 2 people I ever seen talked about Satoko maybe being the culprit, and I still don't know how they managed to get that from the first arc.
Because yellow sus.
Yellow sus. Would you say red sus? So Rena would be the imposter, but she's more orange. Who has red hair? Battler has red hair.
Whoa,
What?
Battler!
Oh my
Hey.
fucking god, I hate you.
Battler's the true villain of the series.
Didn't Ryukishi just say you didn't need to read Umineko to understand Go?
That's why the writing is so bad. Because he literally read Higurashi once and went, I want to write my own fanfiction. That's Battler. Or Angie. It could be Angie either.
It could be her as a 9-year-old, yeah.
I do imagine Battler would be the one to write little girls being in bikinis.
No, don't place that image of Butler in me, please.
But Battler seems like a lolicon, you know?
He's not.
Well, he
was just
is.
joking.
Like,
it was
feels
just a
like-
joke, okay? It was just a joke.
Battler's definitely a map.
No, it was just a joke. I swear to God, please don't make Butler a map.
Oh.
He was being ironically a pedophile.
Do I have that Maria, I have that Battler Maria picture on my computer at all times.
Just a joke. bro.
Wait, I'm ironically a pedophile too.
I'm gonna protest. I'm gonna protest this episode's title be called Battlers a Map, and here's why.
Hold on.
When the pedos fire.
Remember fucking how in Go we all took it for granted that when the vignette and Crazy Vision kind of happened, that we're like, oh, Keiichi is going a little kooky, but no,
Nope.
that was just like a things are intense filter, I guess, because all of what he saw was just real.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm about to go into heated red eyes rant. Like, what a dumb design choice.
Rika going into red eyes, that just happened.
Yeah.
The animation error was actually a coincidence.
Wait a minute. We have never seen in Go or Sotsu an instance where the syndrome makes you hallucinate. Remember how that was a big plot point on the original?
Wait, have we actually not?
Yeah, we have never seen someone hallucinate here, except for when Keiichi has the flashback to him having the flashback to Onikakushi. When he's like,
Flashback!
oh,
That's deep.
the pen was a syringe, ha. But that was the original. That wasn't Go or Sotsu.
Do you think that there's anything that is, like, definitely has to be a hallucination, or is just, like, everything real? Like,
Everything is real.
oh my god, fucking Satoko was just like, hey, Tepe, can you beat up this motherfucker? Okay. And then he got the red eyes. His red eyes just actually happened because he's a looper.
The hallucination on this series is what Ryukishi is seeing because he somehow thinks this is good.
Yeah. Can we talk about Satoko now? Can we talk about how Satoko was being every time she sat at her desk, she sits like a Yakuza member. she's like writing for a deal.
Yeah. I'll have that on screen.
Every time I just imagine, like, because I said this when we watched the episode, it's just like the Yakuza title card when it shows a new character is like boom boom. It just says Satoko Hojo. The head of the Tojo
Someone needs to make that edit.
Just head of the Shoujo clan.
Okay, anyway, so we also see Mion being the worst killer in the series ever because she does not hide the corpses.
Okay, oh my god, it's just... I don't know. Mion and Satsuko are both pretty bad at this whole killer thing, because, you know,
No,
Satsuko...
Mion is worse.
Well, Mion's definitely worse.
Like, Mion just had Rika's corpse on a bush until Keiichi passed by her.
Okay, the thing is, Satoko is like, she can do literally fucking anything with no consequences, whereas Mion, she just has only this life to do this, and she's just like leaving fucking corpses out like it's a stealth game.
That's a good point.
Yeah, okay. Do you know how Mion literally has the most advantage everyone has to killing someone because she can just invite them into the fucking Sonozaki residence and hide them and kill them anywhere and just fucking dump them anywhere she wants because she has the Yakuza on her side, and yet she decides to just fucking kill Rika on the school. Like, Mion!
Yeah, and she didn't dump her immediately in the septic tank.
And then after it's fucking noticed that she's disappeared, Rika's just still, like, just lying in a random fucking place in the middle of the school, and she has to hide the body while Keiichi is looking around already. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, this
Who does this?
This is not something that Ryukishi sat down and thought, how would Mion react to this? How would Mion go about this? This is something that Ryukishi just was like, haha, I'll make Mion put Rika in the septic tank for shock value. I am such a good writer.
Like, this isn't what, like, a murderer would do. This is what, like, a 5-year-old who accidentally kills someone at a school with, like, scissors would do.
Oopsie.
Oh, I need to not be in trouble. I will put them in the bathroom. Okay, I'm fine.
I'm fine. Yeah, and then she also didn't dispose the body of Shion until the day after, for some reason. And then we see Keiichi again get his buffs. Remember, because like Keiichi just busts through the fucking gate of the prison, and then remember how we were like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe someone was on his side, or maybe Mion actually wanted Keiichi to barge out, so she weakened the gates for him to be able to get out or something. But then no, Keiichi is just that buff. Or maybe that Keiichi was hallucinating. Remember also how we had that theory?
Whoa, hey, we don't hallucinate in Go Sotsu.
I just don't give a fuck anymore. Fuck this all this bullshit.
Based.
Yeah, you know what? We have an announcement to make. We don't do When They Cry series anymore. We're changing to be Danganronpa podcast.
No.
We doing the 428 Shibuya Scramble podcast.
Oh my god, let's do the 428 Shibuya Scramble podcast.
Okay, well, like, I can't fucking wait for the next 5 episodes to be the most obvious boring bullshit.
It will be.
Yeah, it's just like, how much is going to be left of the actual show?
Oh, that is true.
All 5 episodes are gonna be Tatari Akashi.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah. It's on the Blu-ray information.
Oh my god, wait, do we actually only have 5 episodes left?
No, we have 5 episodes of Tatari Akashi left, and then after, like, 3 or something
Oh,
else.
To be
ew.
fucking 4 of the actual show left.
There's like 4 episodes at the end of the actual show. Like,
Oh my
Oh
god.
man, this anime sucks.
and it will probably be Neko di Ashi or something, and then it will just end with the fucking Satoko Gun scene.
Oh, so speaking of Satoko Gun scene, right at the end of this episode, Mion is pointing again at Satoko, who is holding a big ass soy bottle
Oh
with
my
both
god,
hands.
that made me so mad.
And she places her finger on the trigger, almost throwing it. And then, in the fraction of a second, before Mion could react, Satoko drops the bottle, takes out the gun, and shoots Mion in the gut.
Yeah,
I
what?
just don't give a shit anymore. I don't give a shit
And like,
anymore.
Neon still had the gun right at Satoko's temple, so she should have, like, instinctively reacted by just fucking blowing her brains out.
Yeah. And then Satoko sees Mion on the floor, but instead of holding her gun towards Mion's head, she holds the gun towards Mion's gut, where she just shot. Wow, Satoko, you really need... Maybe instead of 3 years, you needed 5.
Oh yeah, I like how the episode just fucking ends with, like, Satoko shooting herself and then just cuts straight to credits with nothing else.
Because we already know what happens next.
Okay, I have a question. You guys said this episode got leaked, just like it had been on the Go part?
Yeah.
Like the whole episode?
Oh no, not the whole
No,
episode.
like the screenshots of like it was Mion's fucking kicking Rika down the toilet and
Oh, that was so funny. Why is everything in Sotsu so funny? Everything that's supposed to be shocking is... I don't understand how this keeps happening.
I do like how half of the leaked screenshots were just Mion.
Okay, so there is one thing I want to bring up, which is an interview that Ryukishi did.
Oh yes, this is yeah.
I couldn't find the whole interview, but I one of the questions and answers, I mean, only the answer, got to me, which is just, Ryukishi says, like, many people say, like, why doesn't Satoko just study? Like, why is she looping? And then Ryukishi's answer is that, are you ready for his answer?
Yes.
He said, I think people need to be more sympathetic towards Satoko because she... Okay, and then he said...
Oh my god.
And then he said, because Satoko doesn't like doing things that are not fun.
How is she having fun?
my
you and mass murder is fine.
Wait! This reveals that Satoko is actually a psychopath and likes killing. Because she wouldn't be killing people if she didn't find it fun.
Man, I just find it really funny that Ryukishi really said that Satoko thinks mass murder is okay as long as you're having fun,
Man,
Just like a fucking writer of the thing doing like a Draco in leather pants for their own character is like always infuriating to me.
you guys need to be more sympathetic toward Kinzo.
True.
No.
He just wanted some. Okay.
Okay, say it, Simon, man. What are you gonna say?
I think I know what that implies.
Sorry.
What were you gonna say?
I'm sorry.
That witch pussy.
But anyway, I'm gonna go on my mini rant then, which is that I wholeheartedly thought that the reason that Satoko decided to whoop instead of just studying was because the problem was not that she wasn't getting good grades. The biggest problem and what drove her to whoop was that her relationship with Rika was just fucked. And she was like, in Satoko's head, she was like, man, I can't fix this. And I really don't like it here. It isn't as simple as just, man, studying isn't fun. killing people is more fun. And it's just like, Ryukishi, stop fucking desecrating your characters. Satoko went from a character to a GIF that you send on Discord.
I really feel no attachment towards the Higurashi characters, to be honest.
Because like you could think like, oh, okay, it sounds bad from our perspective, but maybe from Satoko's perspective, who was going through this, maybe she really felt so bad that it justified doing these things for herself. But then the writer himself answers in such a shallow way that really makes you think, maybe I'm thinking more about these characters than the fucking writer was. And that's what doesn't sit well with me.
Like, I was like, when I was like watching the last arc of Go, I was thinking, there's like a good idea here that is being portrayed very badly by this anime, but like, what if they were just portraying it with the exact level of thought that Ryukishi wanted?
Yeah.
I think that is it.
I think a lot of people try and wiggle Ryukishi out from blame here. They're like, oh man, it's the animation company, it's the director's not properly representing this, but it's genuinely so bad to the core, and this interview's just proven more that, no, there's a serious problem with kind of how Ryukishi's written Go and Sotsu.
Yeah.
Please just don't fucking with Go and Sakonia, I beg you.
I am afraid for Sakonia Phase 2.
Okay, may I present to you my theory? May I present to you a theory I have been brewing?
But yeah,
Oh
well,
my fucking god, what the theory? It's just bullshit.
Simon, listen to me. Because it is inconceivable that someone who wrote Umineko is the same person who's writing this shit and feels equally as proud about...
Oh my god, just stop.
Ryukishi is dead theory?
No.
I know where you're going with this.
Wait.
Oh my
It's
God.
just inconceivable that he feels equally proud about both his works, about both Umineko and Sotsu. So I'd like to propose the Ikuko Toya Ryukishi theory.
Shut the fuck up.
Ikuko is the public face.
Oh my god, shut up.
And she writes the mystery, and then Toya is the ghost writer that writes the fluff, like the heart of the story. And so I think Ryukishi, the one Ryukishi we do know, and the face we know, is just Ikuko, who writes the shallow stuff, who just has the ideas but doesn't exactly know how to fucking execute them, and
Execute yourself.
He's the Ryukishi who unfortunately ran over someone who had just escaped from an island some years ago and has adopted them. And this other Ryukishi
What do you mean adopt?
who has been ran over by the Ryukishi we know, who I'm gonna be calling Toya. So the Toya is the one who wrote Umineko and Higurashi, and then the Ryukishi we know, who I'm gonna call Ikuko, is the one who writes the uncap shit, like the slice of life map scenes in Higurashi, the ones nobody likes. And he's also the one behind the anime.
Who would choose this Ryukishi as their public face of the writer?
Well, because the other Ryukishi is part of a family who supposedly died some years ago in and off the Maps Island, They think he's dead. And then his sister is looking for him, but he can't find him because Ikuko Ryukishi is keeping him captive.
I'd feel really bad for Ryukishi if he had a sister, to be honest. I mean, I'd feel bad for Ryukishi's sister.
Yeah. So can we please accept this theory? This is the best golden truth to cope with the fact that Ryukishi is desecrating his characters.
It does make me sad, though, because, for a while after starting to watch Go, I even felt a little detached from Umineko, because I just really felt angry at Ryukishi. Now, I'm able to accept, alright, Umineko was awesome, but now I guess Ryukishi just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I don't really think it is something that we should read as he was good, but now he's bad because he's doing fine with Sakonia. It's just I think it's just
that's
continuing a thing that has already ended is just fucking awful for him.
No, but even if that was the case, even if you're continuing something you've already done, if you're doing good work on Kikonya, you wouldn't do bad work on somewhere else. Good Ryukishi is writing Kikonya, and then bad Ryukishi wrote Umineko EP9 and Go.
Yeah, that's what I mean by him continuing something is bad because episode 9 wasn't very good and this one is kind of awful.
Yeah, because that was Ikuko Ryukishi who wrote that.
No, it's because it's the writing continuous shit is not something that he can really... Writing something that is already concluded is just something he can't do for like a more mainline thing instead of just a very tiny...
Well, I mean, and to be fair, it's... I think in a lot of scenarios, it's not something you should do. I honestly am afraid to say I feel like this is just milking Higurashi.
It is. Oh, it definitely is.
Yeah, wow. You noticed after the second season. Great job.
Well, no,
I told you after the fucking first episode, like fucking.
I know we've had this discussion before, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, I think a lot of people are a bit afraid to admit that their god, wholesome Chungus 100 Ryukishi is just milking Higurashi.
Milk it.
I don't think he's aware that he's doing it, right?
I don't think that he's doing this like badly and... I
Yeah.
don't think he's doing this like badly intentioned just for like money or stuff.
He wholeheartedly believes he's writing good shit.
But that's even worse, isn't it?
Well, you just have to open your eyes. You see, Ryukishi actually thought George was a good person. He's Ryukishi's self-insert.
I don't think he's trying to like make a cash grab with Go or anything. I think that this is just all he can really do as a with a finished story for like a continuing the mainline story instead of just like a tiny thing afterward to like expand on a detail.
No, you could do. You just have to look at the theories people have come up with. Like many people have come up with nice theories that would be a much better storyline than what we're getting. Like you could totally write something
Like our theory.
No. Calendar Gate is shit. Okay. Calendar Gate is shit.
Shut the fuck up. That was so good.
Calendar Gate's the highlight of the last season of the log, okay?
That was the only time I fucking like had some sort of interest in Go.
Yeah, like that was the highlight of Go, was just us thinking of that fucking theory.
What if it's still real? What if we can think it's real? It still can be real. What if instead of Keiichi it's
I
Satoko?
want to punch Satoko. That would feel so good.
Why? She's a child.
Just easier to punch her then.
But Anon, why do you want to punch her? She's not a killer. She whoops.
No, please, by God, do not get on this topic again.
Hortgame, I think you need to share your stance on this on the subreddit.
No.
Hello, Redditors of Reddit. Are loopers killers?
I would have to write it down.
So, do we have anything else to discuss, or should we close the episode?
Close it. I want to go home. Well, I am home, but I want to go home.
This is your full-time job.
You wanna go homo?
Oh! Ah, gay joke!
Sure.
Oh, conversion therapy.
Oh,
The based version of conversion therapy.
This was the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out our Twitter because
Fucking hate children. We should kill children.
Fuck you. If you like children, you should die. Goodbye,
If you
y'all.
are a child and listening to this, I hate you.
like, comment, and subscribe!
Insert gun noise and snapping.
I think we're gonna get cancelled.
Bye bye.
Disclaimer, they do not mean what they say. This is a joke. And if you take this badly, then we are whoopers and we are absolved of our crimes.